Sup people, it's your boy Slap. In this video, I'm going to talk about an employee almost fighting his boss. Okay? So, I've been talking about this stuff for a while now, about these low-paying jobs. So, I don't want to check out the clip, then I'm going to examine both sides of the story.
Did I not work all week? 5 days a week, right? So where the fuck is my money going? Time going on. When you didn't work last Thursday. When do time go in? Time go in on Wednesday. And I did work last Thursday. I worked all week last week. Why the fuck you don't write our hours down? You see how you play with my money talking about you didn't work last Thursday? Told me did I not work all week last week? I work every fucking day. Every single fucking day. So why the fuck is you playing with me, bro? You think, bro, like, come outside, bro. Cause that's how I'm feeling right now. Cause you think this shit a game, bro. If you want to knuckle, we can go in the fucking rain. Bro, my check is 27, bro, and I worked all week last week. Explain to me why my money is fucking short. Can you do that?
Yeah, I can.
How?
What time did you get the fucking
Stop
work?
fucking asking
I'm
me
not
what time
fuck.
I-
I'm
Bro,
serious.
So what's up, bro? You want a buck?
What
you want
time
a buck?
do you get to work?
Do you want a buck? Cause we can fucking buck. What's poppin'? We can buck, nigga. You playing with my fucking money.
Get out of my face.
Ain't no fucking get out of your face. Stop playing with my bread, bro.
Get out of my face.
And what?
Get out of my
And
face.
what?
Get out of my face.
And what?
Get out of my face.
What you gonna do about my bread? Huh? Explain my money. What you gonna do about my money?
What time did you get to work on Monday?
What
Every
the
day.
fuck?
What time did you start work?
Bruh. Cause I really...
I'm being dead serious. What time did you start work?
How do you calculate how much money I make then since you wanna worry about what time I start work?
What time did you fucking start
Bro,
work?
back up out my face. You spitting in my face, bro. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me.
The time you get to work, the time you're done, and the amount of work you get done.
How do you know what time I get off and come to work? How?
I know what time he
How?
gets here. Cause I'm still here when he
You
gets
know what
here.
time he get here. How do you know what time I start working?
Cause I know it takes him to
Answer my fucking question. How do you know what time I start working? Are you there?
No, I'm
So
not.
how the fuck do you know? How do you know what time I get off work?
I know he's
How do you know what time I get off work? How do you know what time I get off work? I want to hear this shit. How?
I
So
know
how
he's
the
here.
fuck you gonna calculate my money then? How you gonna calculate my money and you don't know what fucking time I get off work?
Easy.
How?
I'm here after he gets back. Turn your fucking phone off.
Man, you better handle what's in front of you. Your business, don't worry about this. Cause you playing with my bread, bro. You really playing with my money, bro. You really gonna make me see about you, bro. If my motherfucking check ain't reimbursed next week, we have a problem. I know you can't fix it now, so I ain't gonna get on your fucking ass. But you playing with my bread, bro. You think it's a game. You think I won't go on your shit. You really think I won't go on your shit? I don't give a fuck about this job. Cause literally you've been playing with me for the last fucking 3 weeks. Now if you feel like you boss up and you wanna jump out your seat, there's plenty of fucking space outside. Plenty. Stop playing with my fucking bread, bro.
So you guys saw that clip. Okay, I'm gonna speak on what it said in the clip. I'm not gonna focus on what led to this. Okay, so you have an employee in the red shirt who's annoyed because he says the hours he worked are not showing up in his paycheck. So he was not getting the answer he wanted from the manager. So he became agitated. Okay, he wanted to fight. Okay, so I'm gonna speak from the side of the employee first. I understand why this guy would be annoyed. Because it's like you're working a low-paying job, and yet the hours you work are not showing up. Okay, that has to be frustrating. Because based on the clip, I don't know what type of work this guy does. Okay, I don't know if they work in a restaurant, if they work in a retail store. I have no idea. Okay? I just don't know. So, for this video, let's just assume he gets paid $10 an hour. Okay? You get paid $10 an hour. Multiply that by 40 hours a week. That's $400. Times that by 4 weeks. That's $1,600. That's $1,600. Okay? When you work a job that's $10 an hour, believe it or not, every dollar counts. Every dollar counts. Every single one. Okay? So, when you start making money, you think about covering your basic needs. Okay? Especially on a salary of $1,600. Okay? So, now it's like you work these long hours or long days, then your hours are short. That can be frustrating. So, a lot of people need to understand, like, this employee, if you notice, he wanted to fight. He wanted to fight because that's how annoyed he was. Okay? If you notice, he got into the manager's face because he wanted to fight. So people need to understand this. Like, when you work these low-end jobs, you deal with a lot of stress. Okay? You deal with a lot of stress. It's not easy. It's not easy. Okay? But let me speak from the manager's point of view. Okay? So this manager, I don't know if he's the owner, since he's talking about since they're talking about the hours they worked and the payment. I don't know, but I'm just gonna speak on the fact that he's the manager. Okay? The manager, if you notice, he's just trying to stay cool. Okay? The employee gets into the boss's face or the manager's face. You only get into your manager's face if you plan on quitting. And if you notice, the employee said, I don't give a damn about this job. That's what he said. I don't give a damn about this job. So that's pretty much why he got into the guy's face. Okay? So, I mean, it is, the manager is trying to stay chill. The manager's trying to stay cool. If you notice, the employee puts his hands on the manager. He did that because he wants to fight. The manager is pretty smart because he's like, I'm not going to fight you. Because if he fights the employee, it will do nothing for him. Okay? I'm going to tell you guys how it works when it comes to jobs. Okay? Some jobs you go for, they don't pay you. For example, they pay you for an hourly wage, but people don't understand how that hourly wage works. Sometimes they divide the hour into 3 or 4 quarters. Okay? So how it works is this. Let's just assume, a company is going to, let's say now a company, does quarterly payments. What they do is this. They take the job, and divide it into 4. Every hour you're there is 4 hours. It's 4 quarters. So let's say now you work from 9 to 5, and you have to be at work at 9 to 5. At 9 o'clock. Okay. So you have to be there by 9 o'clock to get the whole hour pay. If not, let's say now you clock in late at 9:10. Okay? They're gonna dock you that quarter because you have to clock in before 9 o'clock. Get my drift? So if you're getting paid $10 an hour and you clock in at 9:10, for that hour of 9 o'clock, they're going to pay you $7.50 on a 10-hour, on a 10-hour, on a $10 an hour job. Do you not see how that works? So if you clock in at 9 o'clock, no, not clock in. So if your shift starts at 9 o'clock and you clock in at 10, they're not paying you, they're not going to pay you the whole 8 hours. They're going to pay you when you clock in. People don't understand this. So when you clock in late, sometimes they just say, you know what, you want to come late, come late. We'll just dock you that pay. That's how it works. Do you not see how it works in these retail jobs? So in this guy's situation, I think that's what happened. Because the manager has been saying, you know, when did you come in? When did you come in? So, I'm just trying to explain how that works in these jobs. So people need to understand this. But you have to understand this also as a manager. Like, you gotta do a lot of crap. Like, for example, if you want to, like, sometimes some companies will tell the manager, get rid of this employee. Okay? Because the higher ups are not gonna do it. Because when you terminate somebody, especially from a low-paying job, you risk anything happening. You risk that employee going crazy, becoming violent, becoming aggressive. You don't know. Anything can happen with these. I'm telling you, man, when you work these low-end jobs, people go crazy because they already working a job they don't like. Okay? They are working a job they don't like for a low salary, and you want to tell them that they're fired, you're asking for trouble. I mean, if the employee deserved it, hey, get rid of them. But in some cases, people, you know, because it's frustrating. Minimum wage jobs are so stressful because, believe it or not, when I say this, they don't need you there. They need a person to take that position, but they don't need you in particular, if that makes any sense. Okay? So people need to understand how this stuff really works. People just assume because, oh, it's Walmart that, oh, they need me. They don't need you. Walmart can replace you within 2 days because there's so many applicants. So I mean, you understand. In this clip, it's frustrating. I honestly feel for both people. The employee's pissed off because his hours were pretty much not calculated in his paycheck. That would be frustrating for anybody. Okay? If this guy really liked his job, he wouldn't have gotten to the manager's face like this. He wouldn't have. But he don't count his job. The manager, I feel for the manager because he don't know what the hell's going to happen to him. I can tell you to some degree that the manager honestly thought that he was going to have to fight this guy. But he held his own, which is good. I don't think you should take verbal abuse from anybody, because managers from these jobs, they take a lot of verbal abuse from the employees and from customers. Like, people talk shit to managers all the time, and I do feel it frustrating because you have to be professional and try your best not to sit down to their level. But you know, it's stressful. It really is. You know? So, I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to let you guys know, man. It's frustrating out here sometimes. But this is how it is working these low-end jobs. You deal with a lot of crap. So, let me know what you think. Peace.